Okay, everybody, good afternoon and good morning. We are live on YouTube, and we should also be live on Clubhouse. I have somebody else handling that part because it's too much technicality for me to handle. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get started. Okay, everybody, good afternoon and good morning. Let me know if you hear an echo.
Yes, I can hear an echo from my end.
All right, that has been handled. Great. Thank you, everybody, for letting me know. So I'm going to mute everybody back up, and then we're going to get started. So thank you. We're 5 minutes late, but we're going to push through. So good morning and good afternoon to everyone, depending on what part of the world you are tuning in from. Welcome to the second Elevator Pitch Africa competition, where we have Nigerian entrepreneurs who get the opportunity to pitch their businesses to a panelist and audience of investors, mentors, and spectators from around the world. So the competition today is for a chance to win a pool prize of 158,000 Naira of non-dilutive funds, where we're not taking any stake in these companies. We're just giving micro grants to help them with their businesses. The pitch event was created from the need me and other Nigerians in the diaspora had to help fellow Nigerians back home, especially Nigerians who were running businesses or had ideas for a business. But due to lack of funds or connections, they have challenge pushing forward. So my fellow panelists who are on here, they will be introducing themselves soon. And I came together to create this pitch event to test the concept of an event that connects Nigerians in the diaspora to Nigerian entrepreneurs in Africa. So this event is not necessarily about the micro grants that will be awarded, but rather the opportunity to network and learn about everyday Nigerian entrepreneurs and what they're doing. So the first pitch event was held in February on Clubhouse, and the winner took home 100,000 Naira, and we'll be getting an update from the winner in 30 minutes time. So the way the pitch is going to run is that each entrepreneur has a strict 5 minutes to pitch their businesses, and the panelists will have 5 minutes question and answers for each pitch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a timer on my phone. I'll give you a 10-second heads up when your time is almost over, probably like a knock like this. And then once it's over, alarm will go off. And then after the question and answer, and after everybody has pitched, the panelists will then be moved to a different room where they get to vote for the first place and runner up. First place will be awarded 100,000 Naira, and the runner up will be awarded 38,000 Naira, respectively. So after the last pitch, I will also send a link. I will put it up on my screen for the audience to go and vote for who they want to receive the Audience Choice Award of 20,000 Naira. So the business with the highest vote will get 20,000 Naira, yay. So I want to thank everybody who took the time to apply, and everybody who's here as a panelist to judge, and of course, everybody who's tuning in to watch right now. Thank you all. I'm really excited to get this started. And so for everyone watching, I hope you enjoy what you're about to watch, and I hope you learned something. And if you have a business that you want to connect with, I'm going to post this video at the end of this pitch, and I will also put the social media handle of each business so you can connect with them personally if you want to learn more about what they're doing. So let us begin. So what we're going to do to start out, I'm going to have each of the panelists introduce themselves, and we'll get started after that. So the first person we'll have go is Ms. Evelyn. Can you please unmute yourself and introduce yourself to the audience?
Hello, everyone. My name is Evelyn Omerio. I live in Ireland. I'm, of course, a Nigerian. I've been living in Ireland for about 18 or 19 years now. I'm a social entrepreneur. I build people. I love to use technology to solve problems. So I'm looking out for those that will be looking to use technology to solve a problem that you have. Anyway, I'm looking out for the best hands here today. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you, Ms. Evelyn. And next we'll have Mr. K. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hey guys, hi everyone. I'm Kay, Akinrinmade, born in Nigeria, now living in London. I am a co-founder of a fintech platform based in London. I am particularly interested in ideas around well-being, mental health in Africa or Nigeria. Something I'm particularly passionate about. I think we have some incredible entrepreneurs today to pitch ideas. I'm looking forward to hearing from every single person. And thanks for having me, Amira.
Thank you, Kay. And can we have Mr. Tim, please introduce yourself?
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Tim. And I'm really excited that you guys are here today and just here to just see how much you can grow your business in. Likewise, we're all happy for you to be here. And I'm Tim. I'm an investor. I know, I'm sorry, guys, I wasn't able to get today off, but I'm an investor and I also work as a CLS here in the lab. And like Kay said, I'm actually more interested also in that mental health space and what we can actually do to improve people's well-being back home, which is something that is new to me because I've not actually invested much in that aspect. So it'll be nice to hear from what you guys have. I know I've seen a couple of businesses that the PowerPoints, the videos and YouTube ideas Amira sent to us, and I've seen a couple of mental health businesses that were on there. So I'll be happy to hear from you guys and see how you guys are actually looking to improve that line and see what we can do to actually invest in you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Tim. Next, can we have Ms. Ididiyong introduce herself?
Good morning, good afternoon. Hi, my name is Ididiyong Odofia. I'm Nigerian from Akwa Ibom. I currently reside in Florida, was raised here. So I'm a teacher. I have a nonprofit that I use to work in Nigeria, working with children, working with the elderly, just pretty much trying to provide a better life as much as I can. And I'm excited. I saw some interesting pitches, so I'm ready to hear what you guys have to offer. And I definitely love things that are centered around helping people. So I'm a little biased towards that, but I'm here with an open mind to learn and to see what you guys have to offer. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Ididiyong. Can we have Mr. Femi please introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. My name is Femi. I reside here in California. I was born in Nigeria. I'm a healthcare practitioner, specialized in pain management, spine and sport medicine. I'm interested in any concept that it's a game changer in Nigeria. A lot of Nigerians have good ideas, but usually the problem is implementation and logistic. So I'm here to see ways, we can support, great ideas coming out from Nigeria and maybe support in terms of mentoring and financial resources and things like that. So I'm excited to see what is out there and listen to some of the pitches and read some of the pitches and watch some of the videos, and there's some interesting ideas, and looking forward to seeing these individuals pitch their ideas, and nice to meet everyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ms. Elahor, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. Sorry, my network is kind of bad. So yeah, I'm Elahor. I'm Nigerian. I live in the UK. Currently doing my second master's in business psychology. I have a few businesses, and I'm very interested to hear all the ideas you have. I'm also biased to ideas that are going to help people. So yeah, it's nice to meet everyone.
Thank you. And Mr. Ola, can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, everybody. My name is Ola. I'm currently based in Boston. I've spent about 30 years in Nigeria. I'm interested in specifically tech projects that solve real problems in Nigeria. And I'm looking forward to hearing you guys and seeing what you guys have to offer. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Mr. Ola. And then we have Mr. Niskak. I don't know if he's here, but Mr. Niskak, are you here to introduce yourself? I guess it's not. So we're just going to get started. So what we're going to do is I'm going to call on the first person who will be pitching. As I mentioned, you have 5 minutes to pitch, and then you have 5-minute questions from the panelists, and then we'll move on to the next person. So once I call your name, please unmute yourself. If you have a video to share, please click on the share screen below and share your video or your presentation. If not, you don't need to do anything, but just talk. All right, so the first person that is going today, we'll start with Whispershaven. Whispershaven, please unmute your mic. And the timer will begin once you begin to speak.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Ijeoma Chinwah. I am Nigerian. I've lived in London. I currently live in London for over 20 years now. I'm a psychologist. I am a CBT trained therapist. I'm also a qualified social worker. I've started an NGO in Nigeria. It's called Healing Whispers. What we offer is a holistic support for people with underlying mental health issues, as well as partnering with shelters that offer the support around basic care needs, and also helping people with underlying mental health needs that are on the streets. So what we do is we ensure that they have shelter, they have food, they have clothing. We liaise with the psychiatric hospitals as well to ensure that they have psychiatric assessment and have medication, are compliant with their medication. So what we're doing as a whole is a trauma-based work. So we're going into schools, corporate organizations, rural areas, offering parenting classes, working with victims of or survivors of rape, domestic violence, offering safeguarding training as well. Based on my intro, you can hear that I am highly trained and skilled. I've worked within mental health hospitals in London. I have worked as a social worker within the social care sector for nearly 20 years. And this is something I want to grow in Nigeria. Part of what we offer as well is mental health awareness and stigma on radio. So we're on 2 radio stations where we talk about the desensitization and dehumanization and how people with underlying mental health issues are treated within our community, and also offering education so people can understand that these are people that are vulnerable and in need of support and help, to help bring about a generational shift in people's understanding around mental health issues in our country. I believe there's a huge vacuum in Nigeria stemming from the grassroots to legislation across the board, and a lot of people in need of this support. Based on research, you can show that there's not a lot of support or not sufficient to meet the need. At the moment, we've done a lot of research and we can find that there's a higher rate of suicide in Nigeria. And we want to ensure that people have that support to ensure that it doesn't escalate to that point. We have a helpline. So at the moment, how we receive our referrals, we have a helpline for people with any trauma-based support or concerns to dial in. We also are all on all social media platforms. So if anyone needs virtual therapy, they're able to reach out. We're building up our team to offer group therapy as well. So group therapy, talking therapy to victims of all sorts of trauma, childhood trauma, be it rape, anything in relation to trauma. So we have that being set up at the moment. We're going into schools as well. So we've been invited to a lot of schools to come and do talks and offer a safe space for children to explore what mental health means and have some self-help strategies to manage their emotions. If there's a need for family therapy, we're going into family homes as well to offer that. We're helping parents to highlight and understand the risk indicators. So if your child is probably being sexually abused, what to look out for. We're teaching children at a very young age about sex education, so what's appropriate, body parts, just to help families understand this. The more we raise awareness, the more we can have an impact in the society at large. Hopefully, future plans will be going into the churches as well. At the moment where we are is what I've just highlighted. Going on radio, progress made is we have had a lot of people that have reached out to us for therapeutic support, both men and women. So we're normalizing men talking about mental health in Nigeria as well, because we know the culture also has a huge part to play in telling men you're macho, don't talk about your emotions, which builds up and brings about bigger problems later on in adulthood. So we're going into schools from a young age, talking to men, boys, women, to say it's okay to say you're not okay. Reach out, talk about your emotions. We're talking about emotional wellness. it's a holistic package from the grassroots. So we're talking about early intervention all the way up to high risk. So I've worked within the hospitals, early help, low, high risk. And I'm using that structure to ensure that we have a solid structure in Nigeria that works across the board. At the moment, I'm only based in Port Harcourt because I have a lot of volunteers in Port Harcourt. I have a few in Abuja as well, but I have a few therapists from London that are working with me to ensure that people are accessing this support. We have had a lot of young people in Nigeria reach out for therapeutic support who have been victims of sexual abuse from as young as age 3 and 4 years old. This is to show the impact of what support is offering and how much it's been beneficial in terms of promoting positive outcomes for Nigeria at large. Sorry, is it time up? I can see the mics.
Yes, just now.
Okay,
yeah.
Thank you. Thank you
very much.
That's all right.
Let me pause that. So our judges, you have 5 minutes question and answer. The floor is open.
Can I quickly ask a question? I'm so very impressed with what you're doing. Fantastic. And congratulations for what you've done so far. You know, I actually have a project I'm working with a girl, something similar to this, but what she's trying to use to tackle this problem will be emotional intelligence. One thing that I thought you did not mention, or maybe I missed it, it's how do you make money out of this? I know it's charity work, but what's your business? What's your revenue model? If you don't mind quickly saying that to me.
At the moment, I am not making money. I'm going to be honest. Hence why I am trying to raise awareness to get funding. So at the moment, it's self-funded. What I've also done is I had to set up a GoFundMe page because it was quite expensive in terms of resources and staffing on ground and what we have to offer. So I had to set up a GoFundMe for the shelters because what I found out was a lot of the people there they were eating 3-4 times a week, which is not acceptable for any human being. So I had to set up a GoFundMe to help with that. A lot of the funding at the moment comes from my pocket. So I don't have any sponsors at present. What I feel is something that is needed and I'm passionate about this, hence why I carry on.
Yeah, okay, that's just, I wish I could have a follow-on question, but I know the others might have some questions for you. Go ahead.
Hey, Ijeoma, this is Kay. Amazing presentation. Really love what you guys are doing. I saw the initial video you sent in. It was great. As I mentioned earlier on, I'm particularly interested and very passionate about mental health and well-being in the African community, both in the diaspora and back home as well. It sounds like you guys are doing amazing work. I have some questions around, how do you do this at scale? I mean, I think Evelyn sort of asked that question around revenue, but for me, it's more about sustainability of this project, right? It's an amazing thing you're doing. This is not, a profit-based type business. This is a non-profit business that benefits and serves society in a good way. How do you see the sustainability of this, and potentially how can people on this call help the cause and what you guys are doing? I'm particularly interested in the tech aspects of it, so that you can to see really if you guys are thinking around how do you make people all over Nigeria and potentially Africa, especially the virtual side of things you mentioned as well. What are the plans around sustainability and I guess the tech side of it?
Okay, in terms of sustainability, at the moment, because I'm based in London, it's quite difficult managing. But what I have is a team. So I have a lot of people on ground that are doing. So I have people on helplines. We have a rota that works round the clock. So if someone is suicidal and they dial in at 1 a.m., I have someone by the helpline that will take that call and ensure that they speak to them, do a quick risk assessment. If they need to go out, they will go out and see the person face to face.
Are these people getting paid?
Sorry?
Are these people getting paid, or are they volunteers?
At the moment, they're volunteers, which is amazing because they're quite passionate about what they're doing. Sure. Again, because I live in London, I believe in structure. So I have short-term goals, I have long-term goals in relation to Healing Whispers. The short-term is utilizing virtual networks. So my brother is an IT consultant, so he set up the website. We're looking at getting an app and a safe space for people to access our support online. So there'll be a line and a link, direct link to me to have virtual and ongoing therapy, which is what is happening and working at the moment. Further down the line, I would like, my dream is to set up a service, so a mental health hospital that will cater to all needs, start group therapy, skill acquisition centers, and grow this on a level to ensure everyone's mental health needs is catered to. Because at the moment, that's something that people don't see as important. And in my opinion, it's probably more important than physical health, because without your mental health, you can't attend to your physical health needs.
Absolutely.
Brilliant. Thank you for that.
Thank
We
you.
have time for one more question.
Hi, everyone. My name is Nsika. I have just one question in regards to this. When it comes to the mental health, it's quite critical. Funny enough, back in Nigeria, people don't really see it important, but it's very important. And I just have one question for you. Do you see yourself monetizing this service anytime soon?
I think the plan is to get funding to grow this business, because I have volunteers at the moment, and whilst they're passionate about what they're doing, I don't see anyone doing this for 4 or 5 years without getting paid. So I would like to get funding from, I don't know, private organizations or anyone that's passionate about what we're doing, to ensure that the services are at the level that it should be, and I'm able to put in place systems that would work long term, I suppose, so there's consistency. So yes, we're looking at funding. We're reaching out to people to see if we can get funding to grow this and ensure this is a consistent service that remains within Nigeria for a long time.
That is time. Thank you very much for your presentation. Well done. Next, we have EVETINCTS. And I might have pronounced your business wrong. My apologies. Well, you are up next. You can unmute yourself.
Hello, good evening, everyone. It's evening here in Nigeria. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. And you can get started. The timer is going off now.
All right, thank you. My name is Abdullahi Hauwa Iye, and I own EVETINCTS. It's a combo of 2 words, Eve and instinct. So it's EVETINCTS. At EVETINCTS, we produce shoes, bags, leather works in general. That's what we do. We've been operating since July last year. Before now, we were producing shoes, palm slippers particularly, both male and female slippers for direct users. We were fine, but we wanted to do more. We know we could do more, so we wanted to do more. Then we decided, just recently, to, discuss with mall owners, supermarket owners, and, come to an agreement with them on how we could produce in bulk, and because we feel like that would generate more revenue, have more staff, have more people employed, and of course, be better for the brand. Let me show you an example of the kind of things we do. I have this. If you look closely, you see it, EVETINCTS, and we have covered shoes as well. So with the grant, I know that we'll be able to get more materials for mass production, because that is what we want to venture into fully, and that will help the brand, scale up and do more. Thank you.
Great, thank you very much. You finished with a lot of time to spare. So it's open now for our panelists to ask questions.
Do you currently have a facility for mass production? Because I hear that that's what you're looking, the direction.
That's why we need the grant, to be able to get more machines. We have machines that will sustain us for small production, but when we want to go into mass production like we want to, we would not be able to meet up with the demand, with what we have currently.
Yeah, but do you have like the space? Yeah, that's what I mean. Do you have the facility?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's just to get the machinery.
Just to get more materials, basically.
Okay.
Okay, can I ask a question?
Please do.
Go ahead.
All right. So if I may ask, I know you've shown a pair of sandals there. Who exactly are your target audience, and how do you intend to reach out to them to even scale?
Okay. We were supplying to, we had this deal with some offices. We give to the staff, and by the end of the month, they pay. That was how we started at first. So we were scaling up in that level, then referrals from friends online. And before you know, we're like moving basically. But now that we're moving into covered shoes, like corporate shoes and heels, we want to do something better, and that's why we're supplying to malls. So we come up with agreements based on what is favorable for both parties.
So it's for adults. Do you do for kids as well? It's just for adults?
No. Female, both male and female, and kids as well. We do for kids.
Yeah. Right. Thank you for that.
Thank
hey,
you.
Hauwa, great presentation. Kay here. I didn't really get, I mean, really love what you're doing, by the way, but I didn't get a sense of the team. Can you tell us a little bit more about the team behind what you're doing?
Oh, my bad. We currently have 4 cobblers. 4 cobblers. I double as the account manager, social media page handler, and the owner. So, but in all, we're a team of 5.
Okay, when you say that the owner, what's your role in the organization?
I basically manage the affairs, assign roles. Then I also produce, but there's a lot more work to do than production. So when there's like a lot of demand, I go into production. So basically.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Who does the design?
Sorry?
Who's responsible for the design, not just the production, the designs of the shoes?
It's a teamwork. Sometimes they come up with the designs. Other times they have their own ideas and they're like, oh, let's try this. And we're like, great, let's try. So it's not a one-person idea and design thing. When they have good ideas and I like the design, we work with them for all the designs. We go with the design.
Hello?
Hi.
Yeah, Hauwa.
Femi, you can go ahead.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Nice presentation. So how did you get involved in this? Typically, shoemaking, it's not something that a lot of women are into in Nigeria. And I particularly like the fact that you're passionate about this. How did you get into this, and what motivates you to want to do this?
Personally, I'm a lover of shoes to begin with. Then when I was in school, I used to sell shoes for, those in the hostels and school, and then I buy and sell from other people. Then when I left school, I wanted to do something better. And then I thought, why not learn how to make these things? Make to the standard that you want. Sometimes people want this design and then we're out of stock. It started that way and I fell in love with what I was doing, and that was how we started.
Okay, good. And will you consider going into things like wallet making and things like that? Other
Very
kind of
open.
work?
Very, very open to leather works, very open. Eventually, sometime in the future, we'll own like a proper fashion house where we have clothes and the likes. Very open to that.
Okay. How do you source for your materials?
Okay, we get our leather from Kano because it's a tannery in Kano. So getting leather in Kano is quite cheaper than any other place. Then Lagos sometimes, because there's some kind of materials that we need we cannot get in Kano for some reason. So basically, Kano and Lagos for now. So that's how we do it.
That is all that we have time for. Thank you very much. Well done.
Thank you.
And up next, sorry, I had to turn off my alarm. So up next we have Floremman. And again, sorry if I am butchering the name of your business. You can unmute your mic. Can everyone hear me?
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Your time will begin once you start.
All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Florence Amadi, and I'm an agri-economist, and I'm the founder of Floremman.ng. So basically, what we do in Floremman.ng is that we are into the production of naturally raised chickens using only herbs, fruits, and spices that are readily available in our environment. And this could include ginger, garlic, black pepper, Christmas melon, bitter leaf, scent leaf, turmeric, aloe vera, apples, pawpaws, and a whole lot of others. So our vision in Floremman is to be a one-stop location for accessing excellent and high-quality products, which are grown in a conducive environment and are free from toxins. And we are a team of 4 individuals and who are very dedicated and committed to moving the business onwards to greater heights. We have a farm assistant, we have our sales personnel, we have a delivery guy, and me, who is a founder as well. I'm part of the team. Then our products include freshly dressed chickens and also live chickens. And we also offer consultation services to individuals who desire to, start up poultry farms, and also those who intend to learn how to rear chickens naturally. And basically, those that are target audience or our customers are caterers, restaurants, off-takers right here. We refer to them. They can also be known as chicken vendors. That is people who sell chickens at the marketplaces. And then we have hotels and then individuals. That is normal family, people who live in families that just want maybe 1 or 2 or 3, just few quantities. And then what basically differentiates us from our competitors is that in our mode of production, our competitors use a conventional method of raising chickens, which includes the use of antibiotics, artificial growth hormones, and other harmful chemicals that could be harmful to the health of the chickens and making them unsafe for human consumption. Our Floremman premium chicken is healthier, tastier, and it reduces the risks of foodborne disease, and it also reduces the chances of developing life-threatening diseases such as cancer, kidney problems and liver problems as well, because they are cleaner and healthier and basically free from toxins. And our progress has been very tremendous over a few, years of operation. We have over 30 customers who trust us to provide them with quality poultry products. And as at date, we've been able to register our business and open corporate bank accounts, and we've been able to increase our production capacity from 50 birds per cycle to about 300 birds per cycle. And our future plan is to increase our production to over 2,000 birds per.
I think you're muted.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, you can continue. I will add a few seconds back to that. Go ahead.
Okay, so what we basically need right now at Floremman.ng is a brand new freezer. And this freezer will enable us to preserve our chickens immediately after processing. And it will help, prolong its shelf life and also to get to our customers in good time and in perfect condition. Thank you very much.
Great. You still had a whole minute left, so good job being under time. It's open now for questions from our moderators and panelists.
Okay.
Before we begin, I just want to make an announcement to everybody that's listening on Clubhouse. This is being live streamed on YouTube also. So if you visit epitchafrica.com, you can get the link to the YouTube so you can also watch the presentation live. So that's epitchafrica.com. So Ms. Evelyn, the floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you so much for that. I'm not used to this type of business, but it's interesting to learn a lot from you about it. But my question is, you did mention what your competitors have or what the advantage you have over them. Now, is this advantage, how is it appreciated? Who are the people that really want what you have, as opposed to what your competitors have? And at the same time, I was thinking, where's the problem there? Is there a problem? Why did you choose to do this? How is it affecting the people? How is it affecting Nigerians as a whole when, they're not getting the right beef? Can you tell me what's the problem? What's the pain points there?
Okay, one basic problem I observed is that when you grow chickens, using antibiotics, most times the chickens die off, because of the excessive usage of because most farmers are very indiscriminate when it comes to using antibiotics. They use antibiotics virtually every day. And the thing is that when we consume these chickens that are filled with these antibiotics, the residues that are still remaining in those chickens, when we consume them, they lead to most of these, illnesses that we hear of on a regular basis, cancer, all these diseases that affect the human body. But then when we decided that, okay, there are safer methods of growing these chickens, which is through using natural means. Using these natural means, there are no residues, there are no toxins inside. So when you consume them, they are healthier. And the problem there is that some people are actually, anxious about safe food. Right now in Nigeria, most people are becoming aware that most foods that are produced, some of them are unsafe for human consumption. So people are on the lookout for foods that are safer, because when you eat good food, definitely your health is assured. You won't fall sick easily. And of course, you have a wholesome lifestyle.
All right. Thank you very much for that.
So I have two questions. Can I go ahead?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. So my first question is, I really appreciate what you're doing. I'm a little familiar with farming and the poultry space, so I can relate to what the problem is. But two questions. The first question is, in terms of price competitiveness, what's it like? Is there like a huge premium? Number two, what category of customers are the biggest sections of your market currently? Your current customers, are they mostly hotels? Are they mostly individual consumers? The third question is, what's your plan for scaling? And just listening to you talk, I'm kind of like wondering that rather than focus on production, would it not be better? Let me not say better because it's your vision, but will it not be more scalable to focus on the feeding solution and work with existing farmers to transition them from regular feed to your model for feeding? Is that like a model you've considered? Why did you choose to directly go into production?
Okay. There's a slogan we have, most farmers have. They always tell you that farm with a conscience. You know that, okay, when you're using bad farming methods, at the end of the day, in the long run, it affects the final consumers, which are the human beings, right? So for example, when you talk about our customers, our target audience are basically caterers, restaurant owners, chicken vendors, that is those who sell in the open markets, hotels, and then normal individuals. And then, like you said, about scalability, definitely would want to go into egg production, that is layer production, because what we are basically now into meat production. So basically, we'll go into egg production. But right now, our feed production, right now in Nigeria, we have no company at all that produces purely organic chicken feed. So what we substitute that with by fermentation. So the fermentation processes which we use as regards to feeding our birds breaks down all those chemical components that would have been used in the production of this feed. But like you said, feed production is quite capital intensive. So we are started from from the production aspect. Then from there, gradually, with resources and then with enough capital at our disposal, would also venture into producing our own chicken feed.
Great. We have time for one last question. Mr. Femi?
Yeah, thank you. I like what you're doing. I'm a big proponent of organic chickens, organic food generally.
Thank you.
My question is, in developed countries, organic food are usually certified to be organic food. In a place like Nigeria, where they cut corners, how do you gain customers' trust? And how do you certify this food? If there's a mechanism for that at all. If there's not, how do you make customers trust you that you're doing the right thing? I know you're talking about in farming, you have to have good conscience to do what you're doing. But other than the concept of good conscience, how are we sure that you're not cutting corners?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. We don't cut corners in our production process. What we use are basically natural items that are found in our environment. And one good thing about our there's this feedback we get from our customers. You know, they tell us that, okay, when they prepare these chickens, it has a distinct taste and the texture is quite different, you know, from the normal chicken.
I'm gonna cut you off.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, so it's time. Thank you very much for presenting. We're going to go on to the next person just to stay under time, but you can continue the conversation later on. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Up next, we have Shoeniverse. Can you please unmute your mic? Again, you guys are doing great. Keep up the good work. And for those who are listening, if you want to watch live video of this pitch event, please visit epitchafrica.com and click on the link. It will take you to the YouTube live stream. That's epitchafrica.com. Next, Shoeniverse, you are up. You have 5 minutes once you begin to speak.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Good evening. My name is Olamide Olajide, founder of Shoeniverse Leathers. At Shoeniverse Leathers, we make bespoke footwear for men, women, and children. Our Shoeniverse Leather is located in Lagos, and we also make special shoes for differently abled people. This is our brand, and these are some of the samples we make. We source our materials from Mushin, Lagos, because I live in Lagos, and Mushin is like the biggest leather market in Nigeria. So presently, I work alone, and I have a part-time assistant that works with me whenever it's free. So the business is basically an online business for now because I don't have a workshop yet. So I have a shoemaker that I cut with. So at the moment now, the brand is growing, and in our over 2 years of existence, we've made over 500 pairs of shoes, and we have over 100 customers, over retained 100 customers that we have at the moment. So as it is now, the brand is growing, the business is growing, but normally I give my customers a time delivery frame of 3 to 5 days for delivery. But at the moment, because I work alone most times, and when customers places their orders, I tend to give them a longer delivery time frame. And this is making some of my customers say, oh no, they can't wait for this long, and all that. So what I actually need now is money to get a lot of materials, since most of my customers are buying whatever they see on my page. Some of them to send me their samples to make for them. But if I'm able to get materials, I would make a lot of ready to wear, so that instead of telling them to wait for days before I can have their product delivered to them, they can always come pick up or have it delivered to them immediately they request for it. So that's where the brand is at the moment, and I'm open to questions.
Thank you very much. So the floor is open for our panelists. As I mentioned, if you would like to ask a question, click on the reaction button below. This is for our panelists, and I'll call you in order. But right now, nobody's clicked yet, so who wants to go first?
Hello. Do you plan on increasing your team? Are you planning on training someone or hiring?
Yes, absolutely. I'm actually working on getting a workshop. Like I said, I'm cutting somewhere, so I can't basically just get people to work with me because I don't have a store yet. So I'm working on getting my store before the end of the next quarter of the year. Then by that, I would be able to get people to learn and also have more shoemakers to work with. And I'm sure I'll be able to achieve this because I already have a lot that I've saved. But I know that by the time, if I win this grant and I have the money to get materials and make a lot of sales, because I have a salon around me. I have a barbing salon around me that I frequent every day. And I've spoken with the guy, and he's like, oh, okay, I can bring some of my product and display at his store and sell at his barbing salon. So I know that if I'm able to like meet the targets and make more sales, I'll be able to like speed up the workshop stuff and have it before the end of the next quarter.
All right, thank you. Mr. Femi?
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, Shoeniverse, thank you. Thank you for your presentation. I'm going to ask you the same question. It seems like a lot of people are going into shoemaking. So why shoemaking? Why did you decide to do this versus any other business? What's your passion for?
Yeah, apart from the passion and every other stuff, I realized that people with big feet have difficulties in like getting their exact sizes and their preferred design, in the preferred shoes they want. So some people, if they see a shoe in another brand they want, but they're like, oh no, they don't have my size, or because I have big feet, if I order, and I don't, especially for people that have like big upper bridge on their feet, all this big upper feet, that's not the normal size 45 or size 46 will not enter there until they have like, okay, maybe built for them alone. So I have a lot of customers like that, and they come to me and they're like, oh, okay. So I will like measure their feet, and for some people that we meet online, they will just, all they need to do is just send me a clear picture, unedited picture of their feet, and I will like, whatever I make will be tailored to their perfection.
Great. Miss Evelyn?
Right, Shoeniverse. Well done. I see, even though you are still trying to get yourself together, but I could see the passion and the potential in growing, the effort you've made so far. So well done for that. My question is in terms of, I know you say you're using online at the moment. So when you say online, which is it? Do you have a website, or is it Instagram? And is that working for you? And what's the plan to, if it's not working for you, or is there a plan to use a different platform?
Well, at the moment, it's basically Instagram and Twitter. Like 80% of my customers comes from Instagram. And it's actually really working for me, because I grew from like 0 followers to close to like 4,000 followers at the moment, and it's really, really working for me on Instagram and Twitter.
Impressive. 4,000 followers. Can that be confirmed?
4,000, yeah.
4,000 followers. Yeah, that's very good. So you have a customer base. If you have your store, you know where to shine. Okay. So I think it's just to commend you for what you've done, even though it's not too convenient for now, and you're putting in all the effort. I can feel that. Well done for that.
Thank you, ma'am.
Great. And next we have Mr. Tim.
Sorry, I just have a quick question. I was just going to ask Shoeniverse that, do you have a standing customer base? Like, do you have a consistent customers? Maybe people that maybe like 10 people you can pinpoint, like, these are my usual customers. And what line are they in? Are they personal buyers, or are they like people that buy for their stores, or people that buy for maybe occasion or something like that?
Please, can you give me a minute to like get my sales book so that I can show you? I have a lot of returning customers that are over 30, and like these are constant customers that they don't even buy a pair at once. They like buy for like 5. I have customers that buy like 5 pairs at once. I have a CEO that buys for his staff like every quarter of the year. So I have a lot of like retained customers.
Yeah.
And I get referrals from those set of customers as well.
So that is time. Sorry to the other panelists that didn't get the chance to ask a question, but you'll get the chance in the next round. So we are halfway there, and thank you, Shoeniverse. Good job. So again, just so everybody is aware, this event is being live streamed here on YouTube. It's being held on Zoom, but it's being live streamed on YouTube. You can get the link at epitchafrica.com. And this is for everybody that's on Clubhouse right now listening in and want to also watch the live audio. So go to epitchafrica.com and you can click on the link. And so next up, we have Abtl Consult. Again, sorry if I butchered the name of your business. And I believe you want to share a screen. So you're welcome to unmute yourself and share your screen.
Okay, hi everyone. The screen says host disabled participants from sharing screen. Can you allow me?
Go ahead and do so now.
Okay, hi everyone. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Omowunmi Afolabi. My business is called Above the Line Consult. It's a management consultant business registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission of Nigeria. I am the founder, and this is what we do. The business is involved in helping people and creating social capital. And we do this by a participatory learning action. Basically, what we do is help other businesses or individuals who are interested in helping people develop tools and strategies to do that. So the first step in our design process is to ask them questions about what social good they're interested in creating. So we ask, we listen, we observe, and we learn. Then secondly, we define the needs. So we carry out a needs assessment to define the scope of what will be done. We look for patterns and insight. We ask questions, we create assumptions, and then we frame a point of view. Afterwards, we then ideate. What that means is we co-create with the individual or the organization initiatives or projects that will best suit their desires and budgets and strategic plan. So we come up with many solutions, we experiment, and then we brainstorm and select. Then we go ahead to create a prototype. So now that we've come up with an idea, we test these ideas so that when we learn from it, we refine it. We're learning from the end users who are like the beneficiary of whatever the businesses want to do for social good. We think big, act small, we fail forward, and then gather as much feedback as we can.
Well, you're back.
Can you hear me?
Yes, you're back.
Okay, and then the last thing is to launch and adopt. So everyone is interested in doing good, and sometimes the difference between them desiring to do good and actually doing good is that they don't know how. So our goal as a business is to connect the dots between helping people who desire to do good and actually doing good. So about me, I was a child that was forced into child labor as a child. Basically, I had to go to the streets to hawk to be able to go to school. And I went to a public school that, had the worst learning environment. And this kind of created a spark and a desire for me to, want to grow up and change this narrative for other people. I also have a great sense of responsibility. I am very idealistic, but I'm not just idealistic. I back that up with empathy and action. So the problem statement, we have, Nigeria is ranked among one of the poorest nations in the world, and then opportunities for everyone is not equal. So people don't have access to healthcare, education. Some people, it's malnutrition, child labor, unemployment, and all of these things. So not just one person, the government can't do everything. So we have businesses or individuals who are interested in doing good. So the solution is that our business is designed to be a hybrid consulting enterprise with a mission to help organizations incorporate social responsibility as part of their business processes. So we will help you design custom tools and strategies that will create the change that matters to you and to the members of the community you're trying to affect. And the PLA method, which is called participatory learning action, this method basically involves the community. That way, the community, you learn from the community what the exact need is. Let me give an example. I went to the public primary school that I went to as a child, and I noticed that the kids in that community first didn't even have access to good public toilets.
Oh, sorry, can you please unmute yourself? I accidentally muted you trying to mute someone else. And I will ask you time.
I just did. Hi. Okay. Hi, everyone. So, they didn't have access to a public toilet, right? So what we did, now we were able to access the needs, and that's a legitimate need for children in public schools, because when they can't go to the toilet, then they're exposed to ill health, and then they will become absent from school, and that will affect them going through school. So what we did then was to speak to members of the community. So we had plumbers in the communities, we had people who do boreholes and whatnot. And from within the community, we were able to gather resources from the community to help the public school within that community. Another time, we decided to do a Dress to Learn project, which was basically providing school uniforms for children who otherwise would come to school.
There will be time.
Okay, thank you.
I guess this thing is just not loud enough. But thank you very much for your presentation. The floor is open for our panelists. Mr. K, do you have a question?
Can you stop sharing
Yes, I do. Hey, I'm just looking for my screen now. Where's my screen?
Sure.
Well, great presentation, Omowunmi.
Yeah.
Like the concept. It's really interesting. I believe every organization should do well for the community that they are in. My question is around, I have some experience in terms of working in Nigeria, helping nonprofit and going to business, essentially knocking on doors, right, to get corporate businesses to fund or to do CSR stuff, right? And it's a very tough conversation to have. Most people don't care. So my question to you is, how do you plan to deal with this? Seeing that the general culture we have in Nigeria, most organizations don't care. So, of course, this is key to your business in terms of what you do. So what are your plans around, I guess the question is customer acquisition, right? How do you plan to sort of knock on doors and get people to, first of all, see what you're trying to do and then buy into that?
Okay, so first of all, I know that a lot of people actually desire to do good. So one of the things that will be a unique selling point is to show them the results that we've had with the people that we've worked with and the organization that we've worked with. I believe that I'm a right fit for this because I have worked with NGOs, I've worked with the government, I've worked at the community level. One of the biggest barriers is people just, first of all, understanding the need and seeing where they fit in. So sometimes what you need to provide is not necessarily money. Sometimes what you need to provide is just resources that currently exist within the community. So I feel like when I'm able to explain to them through advocacy or through people who have worked with me, it's easier to get people to buy in. Okay,
that's really good. I've got just one more question, if that's all right, Amira.
Sure.
Okay, good. Yeah, thanks for answering, Omowunmi. My question is still sort of around that, really. I hear a lot of "I feel like." You did mention earlier on that you've worked with a previous client. Can you tell us a bit more in terms of how did you approach those clients? What were the conversation like? What were the objections? And how did you essentially onboard them, right? Because I think there's a lot of insight wrapped up into that. And my sort of skepticism around this is that the adoption from corporate organizations, and it maybe would be nice for you to give us an idea of what sort of corporate organizations are you looking to sort of go after. My skepticism is you will face a lot of challenge and a lot of pushbacks. So what's your experience been so far in terms of the previous clients that you currently work with?
Okay, so I work with the Radio Foundation. The Radio Foundation, although an NGO, they provide prosthetic limb for amputee children, especially indigent amputee children. So one of the things that we kind of came up with was an idea to create an awareness walk, more so that people in the community are aware that disabled people are amongst us, right? And so we were able to do that successfully. And then a bank called IBTC, Stanbic IBTC, reached out to us to say, oh, this is laudable, and they would like to incorporate awareness work as part of their own CSR. So what I was able to do was, now I have created that model for Irede. We were only able to just scale that up. So IBTC came on board, and I mean, I can show that. And they were also able to do an awareness work just for disabled people. And then they contributed, I mean, they gave the money to the foundation to provide more limbs for these children.
Yeah, thank you, Omowunmi. That's incredible. Well done.
Yep.
What do you intend to do with the funds if you do win?
Oh, so I definitely I'm looking forward to positioning this business, because I've been doing it on a volunteering level for the longest time because I had like regular job, but I'm focusing on doing this now full time. And so it will help me scale up by hire. I'm the only one on the business right now, you know, by adding on more tools, getting more skill sets, and then hiring at least one additional person.
Okay, we have time for one really quick question, Miss Evelyn.
Thank you, Omowunmi. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, he asked all the questions. So, funny enough, all the questions that I was going to ask, he asked them already. But just to commend you, I see that you use design thinking methodology in structuring your ideas and all that. You know, when you use such a framework, it helps you to actually make sure you cover all the angles. But my question, you know, besides the one my colleague there has asked, it's how do you
time. Sorry.
Okay.
Now it's time. Trying to stay on track so we can get everybody out of here and not go too much over time. But you will have a chance to ask more questions. You can also ask questions in the chat. So there is a chat. You can type your questions to each individual, to all of us, and they can answer you back. I think that's a good way to move forward. And so now we are at our intermission. So awesome job. We're halfway there. We have 5 more companies to go through. And so during this 5-minute intermission, what I'm going to do is introduce our winner of the very first Elevator Pitch Africa event. He pitched in February with some other entrepreneurs, and some of them are here to pitch again. But he pitched in February and he won 100,000 naira for his business. So he's going to give us all an update on what he's been doing so far since he won the pitch competition. So I will invite JLA, aka Joba, please unmute your mic and introduce yourself, your company, and give us an update.
All right. Hi, everyone. Pleasure to be on here. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can, but we don't see your video.
Okay.
I don't know if you're having issues.
Yes.
That's fine also.
Yes. Where I am right now, I can't open up the video. So as I was saying, hi, everyone. Pleasure to be on here. My name is JL Adejumo, co-founder at Christian's Manufacturing Company Limited, a product manufacturing company in Lagos, Nigeria. So our flagship product, which was the product I pitched back then in February, is actually a soothing product for teething babies, you know, and I'm sure some of us that are mothers or have had experiences with children who are in their early stage of growth are familiar with the problem of teeth in the teething period for babies, which can be a very stressful one for both the mother and the baby itself. And, you know, it necessarily doesn't have to be this way. So at our company, we're able to, you know, come up with a solution, a natural solution that helps to, you know, totally scrap out the whole issues of that comes along with teething, which has to do with the whole stooling issues, the high fever, the temperature issues, and, you know, other accompanying problems. So we are currently at our product, you know, testing stage, the product verification stage of our product. And basically what we used the grant to do back then in February was, apart from also, you know, testing the product, we also used it to scale up our manufacturing processes and also production. You know, for more information, I think that's all for now that I have to say. For more information about us, you can check up our Instagram at chrissense.co. We're working on our website, so it should be launched soon enough. And yeah, that's all for now. Thank you very much, and good luck to the rest of the participants. Thank you.
Great, thank you very much. Mr. K, do you have a question? I see your hand is raised.
Oh no, I think, yeah, it's probably, I didn't lower it.
Ms. Evelyn, do you have a question? I see your hands is raised.
That was the previous one, sorry.
Okay, not a problem.
Do we ask questions from
No, that's why I was wondering. You had your hands up. So again, thank you very much, Jova, for giving us an update. Congratulations again on being the winner of the very first Elevator Pitch Africa event that happened on Clubhouse. We're very happy to see you're making some progress. So he's been communicating with me about his progress and what he's been doing. So it's really exciting to see that he's pushing forward. And so that is our intermission. And so we're going to go back to the pitch. We're staying on time-ish. So the next person we have up is GoGlobal Hub. GoGlobal Hub, please unmute your mic, and the floor is yours. You have 5 minutes when you begin to speak.
Thank you. I actually want to share my screen too.
Please go ahead and do so.
Yeah, thank you. All right. I hope you can see my screen.
Yes, we can.
All right. So this is GoGlobal Hub, and my name is Sola Mathew. I am the founder of GoGlobal Hub. So basically, GoGlobal Hub is a collaborative shared workspace for startups and freelancers. Think about co-working space. That is one of the things that we do. So our story in 2018, when I finished my NYC, there was nobody, to help me. The fact that I've lost my parents, at a very tender age. And then I wanted to start a business, and I was looking for office space, and it was very difficult. The ones that I saw were costly and were not even in a very good location. So one of my friends gave me an opportunity to share his office for some time, and that was where the idea came up. And we decided that I can actually help a lot of people, by creating a co-working space, a hub where they can, get office space at a very, very affordable fee. So what is actually the problem is what I've just narrated. Work is changing. People are becoming freelancers every single day. Cost rent is increasing, and we have costly office amenities that people have to get before, they start a business. For most people, 50% of their startup capital actually goes into, getting office and other things in the office. So what exactly is our solution? Our solution is we lower cost of starting businesses, affordable shared workspace. We work collaboratively. That is our, co-workers can work collaboratively, and then we help with business incubation. And who are our customers? Our customers are techpreneurs, freelancers, startups, creatives, mini event vectors, because we actually have a mini hall where people can actually use for their events. And what are we different for our own competitors? We have lower costs for our customers, and we do support, the community, that is our customers. We have tailored for startups, that is, we help startups. This is actually tailored for startups, and Technicize is actually based for, we kind of help businesses within our office space, that is our hub, to go global by building digital solutions for them. And then, and then the progress that we have made so far is we've registered with CAC, we have a corporate bank account, we have a website built already. We have over 15 customers from 4 different cities that have used our hub. We have 7 businesses incubated, and just recently, just last week, this week that we're concluding, we became part of Abtl Labs network, which is the first hub to do that in Ekiti State, where I'm located. And so what do we need? We actually need 100,000 naira to provide internet connection for co-workers, because this is actually one of the major demand for our co-workers in the co-working space. And so this is our team. We have Precious, we have me, Sola Mathew is the founder, we have Lake Mbamidele, and we have Christiana Akinrinmade, who is the customer acquisition manager. and this is our contact. Thank you very much.
Great, thank you very much. You were under a minute. You still have a lot of time left, 1 minute, 20 seconds, so good job. So now questions are open to our panelists. Mr. K, you are up first.
Hey, how's it going? I didn't get your name, Go Global.
My name is Sola Mathew.
Hey, Shola. Yeah, incredible job, man. I love what you guys are doing. As an entrepreneur myself, I see the need for what you're doing, especially in a place like Nigeria, but more so Ekiti, right?
Yes, sir.
You know, we hire some people in Nigeria as well, and internet connection is a problem. So I think the problem is there and it's obvious. My question is around how do you plan? What are the plans around scaling this, right? I mean, it seems you need to have physical location or offices or whatnot in different areas. How do you plan to scale it? And how are you guys making profit right now? What's the pricing model right now?
So first, about scaling with over time, by the time we plan that we'll have at least, we're starting with the southwest states in Nigeria. So with time, we want to have each location in a hub in other parts of Nigeria, especially southwest, starting with southwest. Then for profit, right? Currently, we are making profit, of course, but not much. The pricing model, we have 3 pricing models. We have daily plan, we have a weekly plan, and we have monthly plan. Why we don't have a yearly plan yet is because there is a risk. For example, now the landlord can kick us out at any time. So we decide not to have a very long plan for people. So we have daily, weekly, and monthly plan. Thank you, sir.
Great. Next question, Mr. Femi. We have 6 people with their hands up, so I'm gonna go one question and then we'll go back. All right, Mr. Femi, you're next.
Yeah, thank you. Shola, is it Sola Matthews?
Sola Mathew. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I like what you're doing as well. Kay asked some of the questions I wanted to ask, but I was just going to ask about the power, knowing the situation of power in Nigeria. I know that right now you're concentrating on providing internet service.
Yes, sir.
How do you counter this problem? Do you have 24/7 power supply? And also, will you consider virtual workspace in the future? We're in the era of the pandemic and a lot of people are working from home.
Yes, sir.
And so a lot of businesses want to go into business, but they don't have workspaces, and because of the risk involved in using their home address as their work address, people are beginning to look into having a virtual workspace. So is that something that you look into in the future?
Yes, sir. So the first question, we are open between 8 to 4. So that actually reduces the rate of power that we use. So we have both NEPA light, which is the Nigeria electricity, and we also have generator. So if there is light failure, we turn off the generator immediately. As regards the virtual office space, yes, it's one of the things that we also provide. We've had people from Lagos who are in Lagos, but because they want to have a contract in Ekiti State or something, they need an office space. So, or some of them will just need an office space just to use the office address. So we provide virtual office space.
Great. We'll go to Mr. Ola next.
Yes. Thank you, Sola Mathew, for what you're doing.
Thank you so
I'm
much,
actually really interested, so I want to have a conversation with you later. But to my question, apart from the internet service and the virtual office service that you offer, what's like the full suite of service that you offer for the co-working space?
Yeah, thank you, sir. So aside that, we actually have a company called GoGlobal Solutions. That's the primary way we raise funds for ourselves. So we are involved in web design and digital marketing. And so those are the other services that we offer. We also offer trainings. And like I said earlier, we do incubation for people who will train. We kind of help them to start up their business. And we've had like 7 businesses already that have already started. So those are other services that we provide, sir.
Great, and we have one really quick question. Jessica, you're next.
Yeah, hi, Shola. I really like
sir.
what you do. I've actually
Thank
had
you,
to mentor someone doing this business in the south part of Nigeria, and it's great. But I have just one question. How was your business impacted with the pandemic because of at some point, if you had a co-working space that had to sit in 20 people, at this point, you might be 50% or 40% of your revenue. How are you coping in regards to that?
Sorry, sir. I didn't get the question very well. Did you mean, about
how? Sorry to cut you off. Let's continue this conversation in the chat. I think that would be great. Sorry, I have to cut you off. So we're going to move on. Good job. We're going to move on to the next business. We have Agent Plus N. Agent Plus N, you are up. Please unmute your mic. Again, you can continue the conversation in the chat and connect that way. For those who are listening on Clubhouse, you can watch this live on YouTube. Visit epitchafrica.com, click on the link, and that would take you to the live showing for this event. All right, you are next, Agent Plus N. I will GoGlobal Hub. Can you please share your screen, and then we can move on. GoGlobal Hub.
I've actually unshared it. Yes.
Okay, maybe I still see that it's sharing. Don't know why. Let me see. GoGlobal Hub. I still believe you're still sharing. So let me see if I can. Maybe I'm just the only one who sees this. Does everybody else see this on their screen?
No.
Oh, okay. It is off. It's just me then. It's just me. Apologies. So next we have Agent Plus N. You are next. Please unmute your screen and begin, and I will begin the time. It's Agent Plus N here. Please unmute your mic if you are to begin speaking. All right, seems like we're having some technical difficulties. We'll move on to the next person and come back. Chinok, you are next. Please unmute your mic and begin your pitch. Can everyone hear me, or is it just me?
Hi.
Okay.
Yeah,
Welcome.
sorry, I have to just present my screen. Just a minute.
Yes. Go ahead.
Just a minute. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Sorry, just a minute. Okay. So, hi everyone. My name is Chinok, one of the co-founders of Player One. What is Player One? Player One is a social gaming platform where you can play games for money. Now, this is not gambling. It's totally different. It's legal. I can answer questions regarding this later. Now, this is the problem. There's a huge percentage of gamers that do not earn off this big industry. A lot of gamers, especially gamers in Africa, who do not have the liberty of competing in the biggest competitive tournaments held around the world. And what we offer in Player One is you sign up, you create an account, you fund your account, you create a game, and we match you with similar skilled gamers, and you play and end off your skills. It's totally legal. And how big of an opportunity is Player One? Well, last year, one of our target markets recorded amounts, thanks to Corona, of course, a huge amount of 400 million games played just for FIFA. If we could capture just 1% of this target market, that's about, according to our lowest earning entry fee in our platform, that's about $800,000 a year. If we could capture just 1% of FIFA played in the world. And we do plan to scale to, I mean, currently when we launch in the next couple of days, we will be supporting 8 different titles. And our means of revenue generation. So yes, we have 10% of every match fees. So let's take, for instance, you want to play a FIFA match of 1,000 Naira versus an opponent. You would be winning 1,800 Naira, because we take 10% from your entry fee and 10% from the opponent's entry fee. And also we have advertisements as a source of revenue for us. We would run ads on a certain instance of the platform for gaming brands and gaming organizations. And also one of our focus is to be a very data-focused company. We would have access to a lot of data, especially African data, which telecommunications would love to have. For instance, the best network used for playing games at a certain time, and also the title most played countries by countries. And our competitive advantage, well, we do have a clean user interface for a proper user experience. We have a skill-based matchmaking. So this being said, we are after unique experience for you, meaning we wouldn't pair you against people who are more experienced than you. Take, for instance, you just downloaded some game on your phone and you want to play against someone. Our algorithm studies users' behaviors on our platform and their wins, and we would match you with the same skilled gamer. And also our competitors out there, like Players Launch, Drake invested 5 million in this last 2 years. They don't have Africa infrastructure in mind. And we have also embedded this in our platform, like rules to do, what to do when there's a disconnection of power or internet or something. And also mobile gamers, casual gamers are welcome on the platform. So far, so good where we are right now. We've built our MVP. We will be going live with this in the next 5 days. Currently, it's available for just in-house testing. We have already 1,000 Nigerian gamers signed up with just words of mouth. So we haven't spent money on any form of advertisements. We just words of mouth, and within just 2 months, this was opened for 2 months, and still just restricted to Nigerian demographic. Okay, this is just a snippet of a little bit of some pages in our product. And the team, this co-founder, so this is Razak. He's sorry, I couldn't get pictures. This is I couldn't get pictures of time. They're all busy with different things. So Razak is product dev. I am in charge of these products and also growth. And we have Collins, UI UX. So the team is a perfect balance. We have not had a reason to go outside ourselves for anything so far. And yeah, so what we need the funds for is when we go live, we really would need help in support. We have no one except 3 of us. And we plan to get some people, most likely university students, who would help us with support and disputes that would likely come up when we launch. So I think that's all. Wow.
You're on time. Well done. Well done. The floor is open now for questions. Mr. Ola, you are up first. Mr. Ola, you are up first for questions.
Yeah, I apologize. So what's like your customer acquisition cost like? And how do you plan to gain traction in terms of adoption? I think that's the biggest thing.
Well, our customer acquisition, first of all, we are after natural growth. So we want to rely more on the natural growth by words of mouth. But other than that, we have various means of customer acquisition, like our gaming communities already reach out to them. At the same time, we, of course, been in public publications by lots of take for instance TechCrunch or Tech Cabal, or some of these gaming blogs would help us reach out to our possible users, and also university groups and forums and gaming. Take for instance Reddit. There's a community of over 500,000 African FIFA gamers just in Reddit alone, and we plan to acquire users from all of these communities at this early stage and reach out to communities as well. So if it for costs, we don't need to spend so much. Like I said, this is purely natural growth. We are expecting to grow it.
Great. Next we have Mr. K, and we'll come back around if no one else has their hands raised. Mr. K, you are up next. You are mute.
Yeah, I was on mute, my bad. Chinok, this is incredible. You mentioned earlier on this is not a betting, this is not a bet or betting company, whatnot. It does kind of seem like that. I mean, there's no problem with that. How do you differentiate yourself from company?
Yeah, I totally get you. So this is a very interesting one. We already on the legal side of things are clear on this. For one, we only have games of skills platform on our platform, meaning we don't have any form of luck. So you don't bet on the outcome of a win. We don't bet on games like Ludo or dice where you cannot control anything. So we bet on games like FIFA, or you play on games like FIFA or Mortal Kombat where the level of input to determine your results. So if I am better than you in FIFA, if we play 100 times, I'll beat you 100 times. So there is no form of luck in this. This is all pure skilled based. So this is totally different from gambling.
Yeah, thanks for that. I appreciate that. If it's okay, can I ask just one more question around team?
Okay. And well, let's go to Miss Evelyn first, and then we'll just circle back. Let's just kind of keep it.
All right. So
in the chat if we don't get to.
All right. So just a quick one there. You mentioned something about data, that you could sell the data to companies and the like. So I'm just wondering, what about data protection? Is there anything that you are using to safeguard that part of it and your expertise? Because this will involve a lot of collaborative filtering. I want to know more about the developer. Tell me more about that, please.
Okay, yeah. So regarding data, we are protected with the EU GDPR because I currently live in EU. This is registered both in EU and also Nigerian GDPR. So the only data we would collect from you, which would be the one that we've already informed, we will be collecting. So these are data like most games played on our platform, no form of personal information index. PIIs would be leaked on outside our platform. And regarding selling of data, we haven't really figured out or will I say confirmed if we're going to be selling data, but we would have a lot of data, and of course we could monetize it even within our company as well to provide you ads. And you're talking about collaborations. So collaborations that take, for instance, we already are partnered with the Nigerian Gaming Evolution. They just held a 5 million naira league, esports league sponsored by Heritage Bank last week. And our developers are able to integrate certain APIs into our platform. So you can see literally results of other tournaments around in certain aspects of our platform.
All right, thank you very much.
Great, and one last question, Mr. Tim.
Yes, hi. I was just gonna ask, is there gonna be any legal barrier you might be foreseeing? Because this are things that you'll probably be using names or maybe action figures or whatnot. Are you foreseeing any legal barriers?
Well, like I said, we reached out already. We have a legal team on ground. We needed this at some point before we could see the possibility of creating Facebook ads because they don't allow ads about gambling. So we reached out to a legal team, and everything about our business is good to go. We are not.
Sorry to cut you off. Chat in the conversation. Thank you very much. Well done. Up next, we have Supreme Express Prints. Supreme Express Prints, you are up. Please unmute your mic and your timer will begin once you come up. Supreme Express Prints. Give you 30 seconds to come on. Okay, So we will move on. We'll circle back around. Up next is Chris Ken Creativity. Chris Ken Creativity, you are up next. Is Chris Ken Creativity on? Chris Ken Creativity. Okay, let us circle back up to Agent Plus N. Agent Plus N, you are up next if you are on here.
Hello.
Yes. Who is speaking?
Christiana.
Company name, please. All right, Christina, I can hear you now. So you are Chris Ken Creativity. You welcome. Please unmute your mic. Your mic is currently muted. That's why we can't hear you right now. So just click the unmute button, or I can do it for you right here.
Yes. Okay. My name is
now. Well done. Welcome to the stage.
Okay. Thank you very much. Good evening over there. My name is Christiana Akinrinmade, the founder of Divine Christian Creativity. After I become visually impaired 2010, I went to a blind school where I was rehabilitated, trained, and I further went to EDC, Entrepreneurship Development Center, where I learned more as an entrepreneur. My business was founded in 2016. My innovative is about creating craft works as an initiative. I produce bags with craft, footwears, as you can see, different bags with different cord materials. That's what I use. Look at the footwears. And I further train people on how to use, I use a recycling waste product, a waste product tire as stood and center table. This is what you can see. Are you seeing it? Hello?
Yes, we can.
Okay, that's what I produce. And I've trained over 100 visually impaired and people that are able in my community, most especially the less privileged in my area. I'm trying to change the narrative from other people that thought being visually impaired that you are useless. No, I'm productive and I'm fruitful. And I've trained others that comes to me on different skills. My target audience are people that have taste of creativity. Something made with hands, like what I use. I don't use machine. I use handmade products. People that love hand things, products, sandals, and the different kinds of shoes. That's what I produce. And my team members are 2 blind people that produce with me. And I have an able-sighted person that go out as my PRO and as one advertising my product for me. My products are unique and with a little fashion of taste for people that love creativity. As I've said earlier, that trained over 100 people. I'm different from my other competitors. Why I'm different from my other competitors? Because my products are handmade products. Like what I've shown you, my sandals, my footwears, and my bags. And I use a unique materials for my products. This one is called cord. This is what I use for the bag. And this one is called nylon rope because they are very, very classic and unique. And why I train other people in my vicinity to assist them so that they can be self-reliant, self-dependent, and economic viable as I am. Not only people that are blind that I train other people and able ones in my area. Like now, I'm the senatorial coordinator with people living with disability, NAB, in my area. So because of what I use, that was why I was nominated and my impact on other people in my society. And how do I get my money? I get my money from what I produce. I sell my products. And from there, I bring in the money back to my company so that I'll be able to train others that are less privileged in other areas and in my community. That is what I do. And what I need the money so that I'll be able to buy my equipment, like the one I use in making the recycling tire waste product. So I'll be able to use the equipment to buy the drilling machines and to buy my other materials. So I'll be able to produce in bulk and at wholesale price. And my products are affordable for everybody. I can easily send one to you. They are very classic and unique. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much. Great job on your pitch. We now have the floor open for question. Ms. Evelyn, you are up.
I was so impressed. Well done, Christiana. And I'm motivated by your tenacity to even do what you're doing and supporting others, you know. So my question is, you did mention something, you know, about that in terms of scalability. Where are you located at the moment in Nigeria? Do you plan to go, you know, outside of your state? Where are you?
I'm in Lagos, in Nigeria. I stay at Surulere. And I even sell my product outside the country through DHL anyway. And on demand Facebook. Yeah,
so you said this is handmade. You know, that's what makes you unique. So, you know, you also mentioned machine. So what do you need the machine for?
The machine is for me to use it to make sure I tip out with my center waste product tire. Look at the waste product tires as stood that can be used in corporates and offices, homes, churches. I use the machine as a drilling machine. So that's what I've been renting it. So I need it so that I'll be able to produce at an affordable price.
Yeah, well done. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Anyone have any questions? Please raise your hand. Or unmute your mic, because only Miss Evelyn's hand is raised right now. So if you have any question, please raise your hand or unmute your mic and ask. Any other questions?
Well, I can't find the hand raising stuff. I'm on my laptop. I've been looking for it all this while. I'm just sitting here like, where is it? But no, I really, really, really love this. I mean, especially when someone is at a disadvantage and you're still out there hustling and making things happen is very impressive. My question is, are you on social media? Like, what is your social media or marketing, or how are you marketing?
I'm on social media. Divine Christian Creativity at my Instagram, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Facebook, Christiana Akinrinmade, or Divine Christian Creativity. Divine Christian Creativity. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on LinkedIn.
Okay, do we have that information, Amaria? Do we have it?
So yes, I do have her social media handle. I will be sharing it once I post this video. At the end, I'm going to put her social media handle and her name and company name on there also. So look out for that once this video is posted.
All right, thank you.
It'll be under the description. Mr. K, you're next.
Hey, Christiana, I don't have a particular question to ask, but I just wanted to say, first of all, thanks for coming up to pitch your business. You're doing an incredible work. You're an inspiration to a lot of I'd say people who are quote unquote disadvantaged, and it's amazing work you're doing. I'm wishing you all the best for this competition.
Thank you very much.
Not just disadvantage, for everyone, you know.
Yeah.
Definitely. Mr. Femi, do you have a question?
I see ability in my disability.
Yes, Christina, you're an inspiration to all.
Thank you.
What most people would consider a disability, you find great abilities in it, and
thank you.
We're all very inspired.
Thank you.
So the question I wanted to ask is, are you currently making income out of this, or this is a side gig you're doing?
Well, currently now I'm making an income from it, but whatever I make, I still plug it back to my business. So I want to train others, and I want to change the narratives that when you are with disability that you are liability. No, it has changed. I want us to see us people who live with disability, that we are economically viable. So whatever money I get, I use in training others. I impart them so that they too can be creative. If they cannot use their eyes, they should be able to use their hands to make something, to make income for their family, to be able to put food on their tables instead of going about begging for food. No, we don't need it. We need to be imparted. We need to be empowered so I'll be able to impact to other less privileged in our areas.
So I don't know if you're gonna win this competition or not, but whether you win this competition or not, you are a winner already.
It is God.
You are a winner already. So
thank you.
I have
a pair of sandals for you, if I can send it down.
Oh yeah, I'm ready to get a free sandals. Yeah, send it to me. I'm just kidding. Yeah, definitely follow up with you on that if you want to gift any of the panelists or anyone.
Is that something that we can buy? Is there something we can buy as well?
If you want to buy, fine.
Support businesses in Nigeria, yes.
That is business. Just to tell others that we are not liabilities, we are assets.
Absolutely.
And we're economically viable.
Yeah,
definitely. Thank you very much for presenting. Good job.
Thank you.
So I will call on the other two. Agent plus N, you have 10 seconds to unmute your mic or speak. You're here. And then Supreme Express Print. If you're here, please unmute your mic. You have 10 seconds to do so. If not, we will move on. Okay, I believe that is everybody. So that actually concludes all our entrepreneurs who pitched their businesses today. It's been very exciting. Well done, everybody. Good job. Hands of applause. You all did great. You took the time to apply and you took the time to come and pitch and present. So everybody who's listening in across the world, so congratulations on doing that. You've really taken a big step to really showing that you truly care about what you're doing and you're passionate about what you're doing. So thank you everybody for taking time to do so. For everybody who's listening in on Clubhouse and YouTube, thank you for coming in to listen. As I mentioned, I'm going to be posting this video, that pitch event, on YouTube. I'll provide the link on our Twitter account so you can come in and watch. I will also provide each entrepreneur's name, business, and their social media handle if you want to follow up with them and learn more about what they're doing. So thank you, everybody. Thank you all our judges and panelists for coming in. So before we go to vote for our winners, I am going to move our panelists to a private room where they're going to choose who will be our first place winner and our runner up. I'm also going to be posting the link to vote for your favorite business on our social Twitter account, which is @ePitchAfrica. And I'll also bring it up on here on the screen for everybody who's watching and post it on our messenger down here. So you can also click on it and go to vote. And then we'll have 5 minutes to do so. And the winners will be announced. And before we move on, I would like to call on Prince. So Prince, if you're here, I'd like to call on you to just kind of introduce yourself, tell us what you're doing. I believe what you're working on will be of interest to many of these entrepreneurs. So I will go ahead and post the link to vote on the Twitter. Give me a minute. And Prince, you can unmute yourself and introduce yourself if you are still here.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. Your video is off though, but I can hear you.
Okay, so my video should be on now.
Might just be lagging.
Okay, so hi everybody. I'm Prince. Thank you all so much for the wonderful pitches. I feel so privileged to have been able to hear about that. And thank you so much to the moderators as well, the panel, for all the very interesting questions. So I work for a non-profit called African Innovation Hub. And our mission is basically to support entrepreneurs like the kinds we saw pitch today. And so we basically help them develop their ideas into innovations that can become successful business ventures. We focus on innovators with the potential for high impact on the continent in Africa. And we also help them through our networks get access to investors when we feel like they're ready. So, so the website is African Innovation Hub, africaninnovationhub.org. So please feel free to check it out. You can sign up for our program there, and you can also sign up to be a mentor. So I invite our panelists to go to the website now to sign up to be a mentor for our innovators. The program is completely free. So like I said, we're a non-profit and our mission is really to support innovation on the continent. Thanks a lot to EVETINCTS Africa for deciding to partner with us. Our hope is to be able to develop a much more extensive demo day in partnership with EVETINCTS Africa for innovators that successfully complete our program. So yeah, thank you very much, Amira, and that's about it from me. Please let me know if you have questions.
Definitely, thank you very much, Prince. Your video finally turned on at the end. I think it was just lagging, but thank you very much for being on the call and being able to talk about what you're doing. Please post the link to the African Innovation Hub on the chat so other people can check it. Everybody here can check it out. Again, I have posted the link to vote on our Twitter account, and I just posted it on the YouTube video. I forgot to do that. So I just posted it on the YouTube video chat. You can go ahead and vote for who you want to win the audience choice. While we were speaking, I forgot to move our judges. So excuse me while I do that. So everybody vote, and I will move our judges to their private rooms right now. Oh, and we have one more person, Omowunmi. I'm sorry if I butchered your name again. Can you please unmute your mic and speak about the foundation you're working with?
Oh, hi everyone. This is Omowunmi again. I'm sorry, I'm in a bit of a noisy place. So I currently volunteer for the Radio Foundation. This is a foundation that works with child amputees. They basically provide prosthetic limb for indigent disabled children, whether upper limb or lower limb. I also am a volunteer with Beyond the Classroom Foundation. This foundation helps children in very remote areas access basic primary education. I also volunteer with Pregnancy Lounge. This midwife is committed to health promotions, health education for very rural women, encouraging them to go through the full continuum of care, from antenatal care to childbirth. I'm also a volunteer for the Tony Elemilu Foundation. They provide seed capital for entrepreneurs. I think it's $5,000 seed capital. I also volunteer for Teach, which is my own community project for public primary school healthcare. So when we provide school uniforms, school supplies for children in communities. I'm happy to, if you have any social good that you're interested in doing, I'm happy to volunteer my services for you to walk you through the process on how to adopt an idea and how to, just walk through the entire process of adopting, testing the idea, and eventually bringing that idea to action. Thank you.
Great, thank you very much. So I send a message to all our panelists and judges. You have been invited to the breakout room to deliberate and choose who will be our winner. The first place winner will be awarded 100,000 naira, and then we'll have a runner-up that received 38,000 naira. And then we have the audience vote, which I put the link again in the chat on YouTube and here, and also it's posted on our ePitch Africa platform on Twitter. Click on it and vote. I'll be closing the vote in a few minutes. So make sure you vote. Vote for yourself or vote for someone else. You're more than welcome to do so. And so we'll make the announcement for that. Again, thank you everybody who participated. If you are not awarded a money prize today, please understand that there's still an opportunity to win money in the future. So the whole point of this Pitch Africa event really is to provide a way for you to connect to investors, mentors, and advisors that can help you. So even if you don't end up winning money today, you might end up getting contacted by one of the people in the audience that is currently watching your business, watching your pitch, and that want to invest in your business, whether financially or in-kind support in some form. This is exactly what happened in February. We had multiple people pitch, and there was only one money award that was given, but there was follow-up investment to two other people that participated in the pitch, and one person that just talked about what they did for the fun of it and wasn't really part of the pitch event. So again, if you don't win, there is opportunities to win. We also plan to hold this event again soon in the coming months. And the way this is going to happen is going to be based on the amount of money we're able to raise. So far, we raised enough money to hold this event twice, and we're looking to partner with other organizations and encourage all of you to either invest financially or your time. If you visit the @epitchafrica.com website, that's epitchafrica.com. You can donate there, and 100% of the money we raise goes towards the money award for this pitch competition. So I'm encouraging all of you, visit the website, donate whatever you can towards the pool prize, or if you want to be a panelist or potential investor, please reach out to me and we can talk further. Also, if you would like to connect to any of these entrepreneurs or businesses, and you have a hard time reaching them after I post this video, please reach out to me. You can reach out to us at epitchafrica@gmail.com, and I'll provide you with the information that you need to connect to all these entrepreneurs and learn more about their businesses. So thank you everybody again for your time, very much appreciated. And so we have one more minute, and then I will go and get the judges out of the room, and they will make an announcement of who will be awarded the money prize. And then I'll also go and announce who got the most votes today for 20,000 naira in cash prizes. Again, these funds are non-dilutive, meaning we are not taking any money from any equity in your company. It's 100% yours. We just ask that you follow up with us to inform us on what your progress is. And then follow up with us and see how we can help you, how we can help you better. Also, if you want to connect with any of the panelists or judges from the event, please email me at epitchafrica@gmail.com or on here or on YouTube, and I'll follow up with you and connect to these investors / judges. Everybody here is interested in investing in Nigeria, so don't be shy, do so. All right, so I'm going to pause. Make sure you vote. I'll be back.
Nítorí díẹ̀ dọ̀tí mi ṣe pọn mi sórí ẹ̀, mi ìfẹ́ pọn omi sórí omi tó ṣe kìíní.
Please make sure to mute your mic because we can hear you and you are live on YouTube, so you don't want to say something embarrassing. Question, is anybody having issues with the link to vote? Please let me know, raise your hand. You can click the reaction button below and raise your hand. If you're having issues with voting, please raise your hand and let me know so I can get that fixed. Okay, and just let me know the link worked. Has anyone tried to click on the link on our Twitter page and see if that works, or on YouTube? Is anybody having any issues with the link? Please let me know. It should all be working, but I was told that it isn't, so I just want to make sure. Okay, it worked. Okay, all right, 4 people have told me it worked, so that's great. So if anybody has any questions, feedback, concerns, please raise your hand and let me know. Oh, somebody's Grace, you have your hand up. Are you having issues with voting?
Yes.
Is it that you can't click on the link?
The page is not loading at all.
Okay, let me post it. So click on it right now. I just posted it in our group chat. So let me try and fix that right now so everybody has a chance to vote. Let me try and fix that. Give me a second. Please be aware, probably what is happening is that you only get one vote. So if you clicked next without choosing who you wanted to vote for, you can't go back. So this was just to make everything fair. So if you've already voted, you can vote more than once. And if you clicked next without voting, I don't believe you can go back. So that might also be an issue. But I did just share the vote right now with everybody who's on this Zoom call. You can click on that link I just shared in the chat to vote. And then I'll post it again on YouTube and on our Twitter page. Just one more time. Give me a second. Also, it has been reported to me that those who are on YouTube are having issues with finding the chat on YouTube where the link is. I don't exactly know how to get there, but there is a chat that you can say hi to us on YouTube. The link is voted on there. It's posted on there. Or if you go to Twitter or just type in ePitch Africa Twitter, if you click on there, there's also a link to there. Better idea, I will post it on our website. So you can also vote by going to epitchafrica.com. Okay, everybody, it has been fixed. If you go to epitchafrica.com, the very first link that says vote, you can use that to also cast your vote. So go to E as an elephant pitch, PITCH Africa.com, and click on the first link. That's just to make sure that everybody gets the chance to vote. I'm going to quickly step out and get the panelists back in, and we're going to announce our winners. Oh, we are back. So we're waiting for all the judges to come back on, and then we're going to make an announcement of our winners. Let me just make sure everybody is back on. Give me a second, and I'm going to mute everybody again. Start off. Okay, great. So I believe everybody is on, and now it's time for us to announce who our winners are. That's my drum roll. Kay, take it off.
Hey guys, this is Kay. I just want to say very quickly, thanks to the audience for your participation and for being here today, and to all the participants as well. You guys are all incredible. You know, personally, the panels all think that you guys are all incredible. We appreciate your the courage to come up here and pitch your ideas, your business to the world, and I'm sure you guys have all developed some fun off of this call today. Unfortunately, everyone cannot win individual winners, but unfortunately, we had to pick a winner and a runner-up, and collectively, the panelists have decided on one winner for today, and I am excited to say that person or the organization or the business is Christiana. So congratulations, Christiana.
It seems quiet, but yeah.
Yeah, I can see her.
Well done.
So Christiana is the founder of
there.
Chris Ken Creativity. We think she's doing an incredible work. She is an inspiration to every single person here, but also inspiration to many people out there. We love what you're doing, and it has a strong purpose, and keep pushing. We also believe
Thank you very much.
That's okay.
Thank you. I'm grateful.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I want to send pairs of sandals to you all. Give me your contact.
We're willing to be customers.
I would love some sandals, please.
What's the size? Let me know your size.
We will follow up.
We'll definitely follow up. So again, congratulations, Christiana. Then we have a runner-up, which is drum roll, and that's going to be GoGlobal. GoGlobal. Congratulations. We think your business is very impactful. It's very timely, especially at this current time, where a lot of entrepreneurs and creatives want a solution like yourself. So congratulations. I think you're,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm happy about it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Congratulations. And I just want to again say, to every single person, entrepreneurs who's come up today, again, thanks for the courage. Thanks for coming up to share your ideas and business to the world. Don't give up. Don't let this demotivate you. Definitely come back again and pitch your business again to the world. We have so many businesses that we love what you guys are doing. We think there's room for growth, and we think you guys are doing impactful stuff. Unfortunately, we can't pick every single person, so don't be demotivated by that. There is a special announcement to make. Amira, should I go?
Exciting announcement.
So the exciting announcement is that so I'm a co-founder of an organization based in the UK. Last year we ran a crowdfunding campaign to here in the UK, just after the NSAS movement and the situation that happened in Lekki. We put some funds together. Our community donated about 1,400 or so for us to help mental health and well-being organizations who are looking after Nigerians globally. So we deployed 50% of that fund to an organization that's based here in the UK, and we have a remaining 50% of that fund that is targeted to a mental health well-being organization in Nigeria. And today, all the panelists love what you are doing, Whispershaven. We think you're doing incredible work, and we think that you would benefit a lot from these funds. It's about just over £700, so it's actually quite a lot of money, and it's a lot more than it's a lot. Well, it's not a huge amount of money, but I think it's definitely going to impact and help what you guys are doing in Nigeria. So I'd say congratulations to you. We should definitely catch up after this.
Thank you so much. That's amazing. Thank you.
Congrats. No, you guys, you're doing incredible stuff.
Congratulations.
And this is why we encourage everyone, apply. If it's just an idea or business, even if you haven't started or registered to the business, that's what this pitch event is about. It's coming out, showcasing what you're doing, presenting what you're doing, idea, businesses, and you never know, you might get a larger pool of money than we're offering, right? The whole point of the micro grant is really just invite you entrepreneurs to come and pitch. You never know who's listening. You never know who's going through your application, even if you're not a finalist, that will be looking to follow up with you and invest. And Whispershaven, if you have any words to say, you are more than welcome.
Thank you. I am blown away. It was a vision, and I started not expecting anything, but I just wanted like-minded Nigerians to hear this and chip in any way they could. So thank you so much. Thank you.
No, thank you, Ijeoma. You're doing an incredible work. I saw your video that you sent in initially, and I was just blown away by the work you're doing. mental health issue is something that within the community, the African community, we don't take very seriously, but it is affecting every single one of us. It became a bigger thing, of course, after the NSA stuff in October. Millions of Nigerians were affected by that event, and we just looked at it as, hold on, something, traumatizing has just happened, and what is the world going to do about it? How are we going to heal all the people who are essentially plugged into this event and will be traumatized by such events? So we wanted to do something about that, and it's just nice to have organizations like you on the field who are doing those incredible work. So yeah, keep pushing. If there's any other ways that we can help, we love the virtual therapy stuff you're doing. That's really incredible. So yeah, keep pushing.
Thank you so
Awesome.
much.
So well done, everyone. I will be following up with the top 5 finalists. We also have some in-kind support, which we're still figuring it out, but you will get something else that's more than money, right? And you might also hear back from some of these investors who are interested in your businesses. They might not have mentioned it here, but they will be following up with you via email or through your social media handle that you provided. So stay tuned for that. So I'm really excited about what the future holds. As I mentioned, we plan to hold this again in a few months. We haven't decided on the date yet. It's really going to depend on the amount of money we can raise for the pool prize. As I mentioned, we're taking donations on our website at www.epitchafrica.com. And whatever we raise will go 100% to the cash prize. So if you know anyone that'll be interested in investing in our mission, what we're doing, please have them reach out to me. It's epitchafrica@gmail.com. Now, onto our audience choice. So, lo and behold, we have 159. Let me just confirm that again. We have 159 votes that came in, which is amazing. So you had that many people watching or listening in somehow, either on YouTube, Clubhouse, Zoom, whatever it is. So congratulations on being able to present your businesses to these people around the world. So drum roll, please. Our winner of the Audience Choice Award is GoGlobal Hub. You had over 100 people voted for your business to win the 20,000 Naira award. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
And everybody got some few votes too. It's just they had the largest margin lead for the vote. So congratulations for tapping into your network, doing what you do. So well done. So I'll be following up with all our winners probably by Monday to work with you on how you will be receiving your funds. We hope that you would use the funds to further what you're doing. We also hope that you will follow up with us and we will see what we can help you with as long as you keep updating us on your progress. And I'll be following up with more information on that. For all those who are listening, if you know a business in Nigeria, an entrepreneur in Nigeria, or someone who has an idea for a business that they want to do in Nigeria, or a Nigerian who's doing a business in another part of Africa, please have them follow us on Twitter. It's @epitchafrica, or visit our website. We're also going to create a Facebook page where we're going to let everybody know when the next pitch event is going to occur. We might have more money to give out on the next pitch event. Again, you never know. So I encourage everybody to look forward, to follow us and look forward to our future posts. And I have a message that I should, and I mentioned this and I'll mention it again. If you did not win money for your business today, please look out for an email or on your social media. You will be followed up by one of these investors who are either interested in investing in you financially or as a mentor or advisor. And as I mentioned, there's going to be some in-kind support for the top 5. And I don't know, Kay, do you want to announce who the top 5 were? Just so everybody is aware.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
And then we're going to close out.
Sure. So let me just do some rounding up here. We actually have 2 ties. Yeah, we have 2 ties, so there's probably going to be like 6 people here. So anyway, Chris Ken Creative, it's obviously number 1, and GoGlobal is number 2, and then we have a tie between Whispershaven and Shoeniverse with I'd say like 3 votes each, and then we have is a Floremman, and also I can't remember the name of the organization, but it was Chinok, the gaming platform, who are also tied with Floremman. So I think altogether that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6.
Awesome. Congratulations to everybody. The top 5 finalists that were, or top 5 votes that were announced, I'll be following up with you an email of your other in-kind support. So congratulations to everybody. Well done. It's funny because the way you voted was actually the way the voting, well, except for the creative and Go Global, it's actually the way the votes casted went. So congratulations everybody again. Thank you for your time. I will see you all next time. Follow us again at ePitch Africa on Twitter. Visit epitchafrica.com to stay informed. And I would love any feedback you can provide for us based on what you've watched and listened on today. Thank you everybody for your time. And Kay, happy birthday. Just wanted to put that out there before I forget.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, everybody, take care. Bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.